Don't know, you know. I'm a lady on the first lady of reggae dancehall, and me I bring to you and you and you. What me say? Jamaica from the outside. And Jamaica from the outside. And I'm me proud to be a Jamaican. But me say all of we barriers, them a broke down. All of we barriers, them a broke down. We are one united Jamaican. It again, it a spice up the front.
Hey, family, welcome to another episode. Today, we're diving into a topic that's been raising a lot of eyebrows lately. It's China taking over Jamaica, from massive infrastructure projects to economic investments. Ishmael Douglas will explore what's really going on and what it means for Jamaica's future. Stay tuned. This is a conversation you don't want to miss.
Hello, everybody. Happy Independence. So, in this 62nd year of our independence, it's important for us to speak about all spheres of our society that actually contributed. But one that I actually wanted to zone in on is the Chinese influence on our economy and our influence as people, and what does it really mean for us as a people. It's important to know that when the Chinese first came here in the 18th century, they actually came here as indentured laborers. So they didn't actually come here one, you know, on a white horse as people. If there are any misconceptions as it relates to how they got here, I'm happy that I could share that they were first indentured laborers. So the next thing is, if you look in the public, most of people of Chinese descent, they operate independent of our culture. Um, and you'll see that, in your local communities, and we affectionately call them Mr. China or Miss China or whatever. And most of them predominantly are in the retail industry. Very seldomly you'll see them in other industries or other spheres of society. Most of the things that they do in other countries involve buying and selling. And I dare say they are one of the best worldwide in it. But how did they actually get there? How did they actually become such a huge superpower in relation to becoming a retail powerhouse in almost every country, especially in Jamaica? How? And um, I I want to I want you to understand how that really works. And none of this is possible without what you call diplomatic relations. So it is important to also know that it's because of the People's Republic of China and how they negotiate deals within respective countries. That is how Chinese are able to thrive, to survive and thrive within each countries. So I dare say something is afoot. I mean, if you really think about it, how are they so lucky? If you notice, most of them, they have a niggle for being entrepreneurs. And it's rather harder for the natives to become like this. I want to tell you that this is because of policy. So if you notice, you'll see whenever a particular Chinese man, like say Miss Chin or Mr. Chin, they will be in your community, you know, inculcating themselves within your community. But ever so often, sometimes you see them disappear, and you see somebody that looks almost, identical to them come and take over that business or start something afresh within the same space. and you normally say to yourself, no, Mr. Chin. So you will say to yourself, what am I favor Mr. Chin, so? Look how long I not see Mr. Chin, and you go there. And you say, Mr. Chin, I'm gonna see a long time. Me go away and come back. The truth is, there are particular time of the year that they leave, which is whenever the Chinese New Year comes around. Also, another hard truth is they operate off 5-year stints, and whenever they have their businesses, that is a part of the agreement. They operate of every 5 years. What they do to evade tax laws, actually. I bet a lot of people don't know that. So to evade some tax laws, they have a grace period of 5 years to operate without paying the full brunt of taxes. And that is why most of them can pay minimum wage and not pay any NHDR.
This is an article from the Jamaica Gleaner dated July 27th, 2023, which basically says that the Chinese alone got 40% of work permits that were issued in 2022.
And that is why most of them can actually be inside and employ people and give them particular wages and not run in contravention of the law, because it's actually a part of how they operate legally. And what is also more important to note is that in diplomatic discussions, if you notice, most of our labor force, as it relates to huge projects, are run, or I dare say, or implemented by that of the Chinese. I give you an example. One of the biggest engineering and construction company in Jamaica is actually owned by Chinese, and that is the China Engineering Company. A lot of people know it as Czech. So it's just some questions that we need to ask. Why are the Chinese so enshrined in how we operate our legitimate businesses? And why is it so hard for us as native Jamaicans to do these things that they are doing? Because it's rather harder for us to do it than they are. And that is because, of that advantage in relation to the negotiations. So next time you go there, they are in fact running legitimate businesses. It is just how they negotiated for their business in relation to their people. So any Chinese man can come here and open a legitimate business for 5 years and have a member of his family come and take it over. So the China Harbor Engineering Company, if you notice, they are actually one of the people that spearhead many of our huge contracts in Jamaica, and that is a part of their negotiations, right? So they can come and set up shop and operate legitimate business here because of, trades and goods and services and stuff like that. So you have to give it to them. Their government are actually looking out for their people. So yeah, it's absolutely unfortunate how they can come into the country and thrive. I also point to note is that the tolls are actually operated partly by them because it was actually built by them as a part of the deal.
This article is dated August 11, 2024, which basically says that China Harbor Engineering Company is accepting responsibility for the poor quality material used on a section of the highway in Centum. It speaks for itself, guys. And this is a Gleaner article, by the way. I'm citing an article again from the Jamaica Gleaner, January 22nd of this year, where the Prime Minister of Jamaica is being commended for fostering great relationship between Jamaica and China. So this is a response from the Prime Minister about queries and criticisms regarding China taking over or China's influence in Jamaica. He's basically dispelling rumors that Jamaica is being overrun with Chinese interests, asserting that its debt to China is only a fraction of the total sum owed globally. What do you think, guys? This article is dated September 14th of last year. This is a very in-depth topic. And given the time constraints, we could not have gone into a lot of details. But go ahead and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, ciao.